He was a drunk and abuser, a total deadbeat. I had been Chen Zuisheng, a man behind $1 billion empire, and now I woke up as the so-called man of this wrecked household. A wife-beater and a gambling addict. You are awake. Yeah, are you having trouble sleeping? I can go pour you some tea. No, you stay put, get some rest. I kept my voice as gentle as I could, but she flinched like a startled rabbit. All I could focus on was her bare feet on the cold concrete floor as she walked toward the door. When she glanced back, it was not at me. It was at the little girl curled up in the corner. Sarah. That one look she gave her daughter. The look in her eyes hit me in a way I had never felt before, and I had seen everything in the cutthroat world of business. It was like someone reached into my chest and squeezed my heart in my past life. I had closed deals worth hundreds of millions, sat across from world leaders, and had no shortage of women throwing themselves at me. I thought I had seen it all, but I had never seen a woman beaten down like this, waking up and tiptoeing around terrified of disturbing the man who hurt her. And still her first thought was checking whether her daughter had slept okay. I sat up and rubbed my temples. More memories kept flooding in. He gambled, and when he lost, he took it out on his wife. Shut your mouth right now, you hear me? You little witch, you think you can mess with me. The worst beating left Sarah bedridden for 3 days, and she still had to drag herself up to cook for him. He never worked a day in his life. The whole family ran on what Sarah made selling fruit at the market. 2 or 3 grand a month, and he took every penny to gamble. He would lose it all, come home, and let her keep supporting him. He did not even care about his own daughter. When little Cassie spiked a fever of 102, he picked up the phone at the poker table and said, I am playing cards. Call me when she is dead, let it go. So yeah, yesterday he lost again, no big deal. What is Sarah worth as collateral? Tell me, what do you think she is worth? Aplenty, she is a looker. Do not believe me, come by tomorrow and see for yourself. Someone is coming over today to check her out. That made me squeeze my eyes shut and take a long, slow breath. Sarah came back with a cup of tea, and I noticed Cassie shifting restlessly in her sleep. I lifted the mosquito net and took the cup. Come on in. If mosquitoes get in, they will bite the kid. Sarah looked up at me in total disbelief, like she could not wrap her head around hearing those words from a man who only ever hit or screamed at her. He climbed into bed to settle Cassie down, and Cassie lay with her back to me, her whole body just a little bit tense, and after a long, quiet moment, she whispered, You cannot sleep, right? I made a soft sound of agreement, reading that as a signal. Her fingers trembled as she reached for the buttons on her nightgown. The bed is creaking, keep it down. Her voice was flat, like someone who had given up fighting, and my head went completely blank. I understood in an instant. The man before me had made his wife do this right next to their daughter. Just to keep her from making a scene, a wave of disgust and fury crashed through me, followed by something even sharper, a deep and aching heartbreak. I reached out and grabbed her hand before she could undo another button. Sarah. I looked her in the eyes and said her name out loud for the very first time, like it actually meant something. Listen, you do not have to do this anymore. She shuddered head to toe. Her eyes went wide, flooded with shock and confusion. And underneath it all, a tiny, fragile flicker of hope she did not dare to feel get some sleep. I'm going to give you and Cassie a real life, I said it out loud, and the plan in my head suddenly became crystal clear. I was wide awake before sunrise the next morning, not out of habit, but because there was a fire in my chest telling me to start changing things right now. It was burning me up too bad to sleep. Sarah was already moving as quietly as possible. Sorry, Cassie got out of bed and jumped when she saw my eyes open. Oh, sorry. I woke up on my own, I sat up. I will go pick up Cassie today and then come with you to the stand. Business has been slow lately. I could see she thought I was coming to take money again. Fear had become second nature to her, but I did not explain myself this time. I got up and walked to the kitchen. The fridge had a few eggs, and a bowl of cold leftover rice sitting there looking lonely. When 2 plates of golden crispy fried rice hit the table, Sarah and Cassie just stood there staring, like they were watching something they could not explain. Cassie tilted her little face up. Mommy, Daddy can cook. Sarah did not answer. She just looked at me with this complicated expression. The market was loud and lively, and I stood in front of Sarah's fruit stall. Frowning slightly, it was way too bare bones. Just one kind of apple piled up messily with a crooked handwritten sign saying $3.80 a pound. The lady selling vegetables next door hollered over, Hey, look who showed up to help out today, must be a cold day in hell. I did not even glance her way. My brain was already running the numbers. Only one product, zero competitive edge, rigid pricing. Margins too thin, foot traffic way too low. Absolutely nothing drawing people in. Sarah had to go pay the vendor fee. Before she left, she gave me a nervous look and said quietly, The apples cost me $2 each, got it, go ahead. She kept glancing back as she walked away, and I crouched down, picked up one of those thin red plastic bags and felt the weight of it. Then I looked around at the crowd walking past, completely ignoring the little stall. In a split second, the whole plan snapped into place. I grabbed the cardboard from a nearby crate,